Interesting times ahead, and an exciting post from Poker Beach. Mega Dreams EX finally revealed, and as I said before, it's very likely it's going to be a very strong set and probably the strongest set on Mega Evolution thus far. Way better than Phantasmal Flames, and yeah, even just on these reviews, I think it's going to be much better than Mega Evolutions. But we shall see, because this is only just the Mega Dream EX. I think the Ascended Heroes will be a combination of this and the battle decks. So yeah, it could be, there could be more surprises. Okay, so we're going to go through all the secret rares, starting from the art rares or the illustration rares when it comes to English. And we're going to give a score out of 5 stars and see how the set compares. And look at how many great artworks there are. Okay, we have starting with Beautyfly. Not really a fan of this artwork, maybe because the quality is not that great at the moment, but I'll give this a 2 out of 5. Dustox, again, not a popular Pokemon, decent artwork, 2 out of 5. Budew, not a fan of the style, 2 out of 5. Magcargo and Ethan, decent, I think, a 2.5 out of 5. Numel, I don't know what's going on. Is this like a... Is that... Okay, I don't know. Okay, 2 out of 5. Psyduck, I like this artwork. I'll give this a 3 out of 5. And it's a very popular Gen 1 Pokemon, so 3 out of 5. Snorunt, okay, I need a better image, 2 out of 5. Heliolisk, decent artwork, 2 out of 5. Misdreavus, cute, 2.5 out of 5. Togekiss, Johto Pokemon, 2.5 out of 5. Trevenant, 2 out of 5. Mimikyu, Team Rocket's Mimikyu. Okay, that will get a 3 out of 5. Okay, I really don't know what's with this style of artwork. But yeah, we have Giovanni and then we have Dugtrio. Okay, first time this kind of artwork. I'll give this a 2.5 out of 5. Medicham, 2 out of 5. This one, well, 3.5 out of 5. We got Cynthia and we have Spiritomb. Very popular trainer over here. Not sure about the Pokemon. But yeah, good artwork, good card in general. I think this is going to be one of the more expensive ARs and illustration rares. 3.5 out of 5. Galarian Obstagoon. Decent artwork. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Enz Zekrom. Popular Pokemon and popular trainer. Okay, but Unova, 3.5 out of 5. Dreepy, not a fan of the style, 2 out of 5. Draglock, again, 2 out of 5. Fan Rotom, not a fan, 2 out of 5. Ends PP Up, I think that's a reprint. Reprint of the artwork from Journey Together. Gloss Trumpet, Ultra Ball, Team Rocket's Transceiver, Counter Switch. Canary, not sure if it's a popular trainer. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Black Belt, 2.5 out of 5. Anthea and Concordia, 2.5 out of 5. Jamming Tower. Okay, so moving on to these new styles. MA Rarity. We got the name of the attack in English. Funny enough, the English counterpart is the opposite. The attack will be in Japanese and the rest of the card will be English. So, not really a fan of this comic book art style, but I think over time people might grow to it and it might gain popularity. Right now I'll just give it a 3 out of 5. Frostlass, unknown Pokemon, 2.5 out of 5. Electros, Mega Electros, MA Rarity, 2 out of 5. Mega Symphonia, God of War, decent artwork, a decent Pokemon, 3 out of 5. Diancie, decent artwork, not sure about the Pokemon, 2.5 out of 5. Mega Brave, decent artwork, popular Pokemon, so 3 out of 5. Holucha, actually I would say good artwork, but the Pokemon itself is not really popular. 3 out of 5. Gengar, very popular Pokemon, decent artwork, 3 out of 5. I think this is the second Gengar artwork we've seen in the set. Looking very exciting. Scrafty, Unova Pokemon, yeah, 2 out of 5. Dragonite, probably of the MA artworks that I've seen thus far, I think this one has a better composition. This will get a 3 out of 5. Finally, SIRs or SARs in Japanese cards. Interesting artwork and composition. The style is like a traditional Japanese painting. I would give this a 3 out of 5. Pikachu, I don't know, not a fan of this artwork. Really, 2.5 out of 5. Electros, I do feel that artwork is probably better. It's just the quality of this photo. It's like it's taken from a really old phone. Don't know what's happening over here. For now, looks like a 2.5, but I think it could be a 3 out of 5. Iono's Belly Boat, if you remember from Journey Together, same. There's also Iono's Belly Boat SIR. I think the Journey Together counterpart is better than this particular one. So this one, 3 out of 5, maybe 2. Not really a fan of this one. What is going on? Okay, maybe I need to look at a better quality one. I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5. Just the composition of where Mewtwo is placed and Giovanni is over here. What? No, I think the Destined Rivals Team Rocket's Mewtwo is much better. Like I would give that Destined Rivals Mewtwo artwork a 4 out of 5. This one, a 2.5. Okay, it's controversial, but I don't think this one works. But nonetheless, I mean, another Mewtwo SAR, I'm sure the collectors will be excited about this. Deontay SAR, nice artwork, I would say, but unfortunately not a popular Pokemon, so 3 out of 5. But artwork-wise, this one is better than Team Rocket. Ooh, look at this Holucha. Wow. This seems like the same artist. Akira, exactly. Yes, same artist that did the Latias in Mega Evolutions. Great artwork. I think this one is better than Latias from an artwork perspective. Unfortunately, it's not a popular Pokemon, but I'll still give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think this is a great artwork. But because it's not a popular Pokemon, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get the value it deserves. And then, Gengar. Same artist. Dancio, who did the Charizard, Mega Charizard X EXSR. Fantastic artwork. Definitely a 4 out of 5. Even a 4.5. Yeah, right now I see it at between a 4 and a 4.5 out of 5. I think this card is going to be insane in terms of value. And look at it. There's 22 SIRs alone in Mega Dance. What did I say Mega Dance? Mega Dream EX. So the pull rates of a particular SIR is going to be very difficult. If the pull rate of a particular SIR is going to be similar to Mega Evolution, which is around 100 packs. So if we use that calculation and say there's 22 SIRs, that's 1 in every 2,200 packs. Okay. That's insane. But if the pull rates of a SAR is similar to Prismatic Evolutions, then yeah, it's probably going to be 1 out of every 1,200 packs, which is still much more difficult than pulling the Charizard, which is 1 in every 400 packs. So this card is going to do well in numbers. Not only is this going to be lower in supply compared to the Charizard, Gengar is almost as popular as the Charizard. And this is a fantastic artwork. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing comes out the gate at $2,000, just like the Charizard, and then maintains $1,000 over time. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing holds $1,000. That's what I think. Or at least the high 700 to 1,000. This is where I see it. It might even, contest Sunbreon. Okay, Scrafty, I don't know, man. Decent artwork, but just not a popular Pokemon, unfortunately. 2.5 out of 5. Not gonna. I don't think this card is gonna do well. It's not memeable unless you find a character that's similar to a real life character that's this portrays. Like there's this weird, weird how certain cards rise in value just because they similar to a real life character. Okay, ends Zoroark. Decent. Compared to the Journey Together one, you know what? I prefer this one over the Journey Together ends Zoroark SAR. So I think this one is also going to do decent, do well. If we just talk about the top SARs, so far, definitely Gengar is on top of my list. And then we have Marnie's Grimmsnow, decent, but artwork-wise, I prefer Cynthia's Garchomp over this particular card. I think Cynthia's Garchomp has a better composition. So 3.5 out of 5 for this one. And then this is Fezandipity, I think. Yes, Fezandipity, SAR. I think that's decent. I mean, compared to the one in Charlotte Fable, this one is very nice. 3.5, 3 out of 5. Megatros. Megacross, sorry. Stevens Megacross. Metagross. Decent. Decent artwork. 3 out of 5. Look at this Dragonite SAR. Who's the... Okay, Dom. Look at this artwork. I know people have mixed views on the Mega Dragonite with the wings on its head. But look at this artwork. I mean, it's got all the evolution line on it. It's got Dratini, we've got Dragonair over here, and then we've got Dragonite over there. Fantastic. I don't think this loses to the Charizard XEX SAR at all. In fact, I think the way that this is composed, it's probably matched, if not slightly even better. Sure. Yeah, this is a 4 out of 5, definitely. Maybe even 4 to 4.5. I'm not sure now if Dragonite or Gengar, which one's going to be more expensive. That's a funny thing. For now, I'm probably going to say equal value. But from a popularity perspective, I think Gengar is arguably a bit more popular. So Dragonite might just be slightly lower. Okay. We got Iris's Fighting Spirit. Fantastic. Is that Haxorus? Yeah, I think it's Haxorus. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nice artwork. I think this first time we also get a Iris SIR trainer. So yeah, I think this one is going to do well. And then we have Canary. Again, not too sure about this trainer. I don't know. Tynamo. We have, is that Electros? Electric, somewhere here. Not too sure if it's a popular trainer. I have to check it out. But if it's a popular trainer, I think this card is going to do well. And then this one, Surfer. No, this one is going to be like that Cap Lieutenant card. It's going to be very cheap. It's probably going to be like $3 in Japanese. But because it's going to be more difficult to pull, maybe it's going to be like $5 or $10. In English, it's also not going to do well at all. I don't see this. This will probably end up to be a $10 or $20 card. But who knows, because SAR is going to be very difficult to pull. So maybe $10 is where I see that card. Okay, finally, the Dragonite MUR, the new rarity. It's decent. You know, I think it's difficult because for Phantasmal Flames, despite the gold card being much harder to pull, it's lower valued compared to SAR. So the market is probably focusing on the look of the artwork. And if we just look at the artwork, I think this SIR is much better than what the gold card is looking. So I think we're going to get a similar situation where the SIR is more expensive than the gold counterpart. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I do think we saw reveals of leaks of the Charizard, a Mega Charizard Y. So if that's also part of the English set, and then let's say we get another gold card, say 3 gold cards, that would be insane. Yeah, this is Ascended Heroes is turning out to be quite strong. Mega Attack Raise, okay. So that's MAR, that's what MAR stands for. James Turner of Game Freak returns to TCG to illustrate Terra Pikachu. Okay, so maybe because of that, this card might get some traction. How this reverse hollows works with the set. Currently, it appears each eligible card will have 2 reverse hollows. Energy reverse hollow like Grass for Budew, and a specific Pokeball reverse hollow like Friend Ball for Budew or Dusk Ball for Team Rocket's Murkrow. For Team Rocket's Pokemon, they have an R reverse hollow in place of the energy reverse hollow. Again, the information isn't certain yet. That's definitely something great for the set. That just means to master the set, in particular if you want to get all the reverse hollow patterns, it's going to be more difficult, and that makes sealed products more expensive. Okay, we don't know the pull rates for the set and haven't seen any guard packs yet. I think I did see a video of a guard pack. We will get the secret race from Mega Dream EX in our Ascended Heroes on January 30th, and our set will also contain cards from the December upcoming Start Deck 100 Battle Collection, such as Mega Charizard YEX. So this is also going to feature in the Ascended Heroes set. So could we get the gold Mega Charizard Y? Who knows? If that's in the set, that's just going to make the set stronger. For now, just based on these reveals in Ascended Heroes, I don't think it's too far out of line to call this an S tier set right now, to be on the same level as Prismatic Evolutions. I mean, arguably, Prismatic Evolutions has a strong theme, Evolutions, and has 32 special illustration rares. This set has 22, plus the other special illustration rares we're going to get through the combination of the Battle Collection. But even we might get more than 22 SRs, but just sticking with 22, I think already that the strength of these SRs are ready to compete with Prismatic Evolutions. I mean, just look at Gengar, Dragonite. Just these two, I think one of them can definitely take on the Umbreon. I'm looking towards Mega Gengar to take on the Umbreon. And this Dragonite is definitely going to be higher than the Sylveon. That's just my view. Again, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research and yeah, use this information at your own risk. Okay, catch you on the next one.